Ma'am.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm Michelle.
I'm James.
Okay. James, did you get a chance to go over my confidentiality papers with my secretary?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, and you understand everything? No questions?
No questions, no, ma'am.
So you do know that this information will be shared with my agency. It won't go out of the office, but everybody in here, they have access to your files.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I do have to ask, do you feel comfortable speaking with me about your issues, or do you need another counselor?
I feel comfortable with you.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so can you tell me what's going on with you? What happened for you to come today?
Around the 15th of last month, I think it was a Saturday, it was about 5 in the afternoon. Me and some friends were just hanging out on my front porch, just doing what we usually do. Two police cars showed up to my house. 2 officers got out of one car. I then approached the car because the officer beckoned to me, and I was talking to the officer, and he told me that there had been a noise complaint filed, but the neighbor had also said that she believed us to be involved in some vandalism and mischief going on in the neighborhood.
Okay, were you involved? Were y'all involved with that, or?
We weren't involved with it, but I do know.
Okay, you can continue.
And I was almost done talking to the police when one of my friends walked up. JJ and the other officer said something to my friend. My friend said something smart back. And the officer said something else to my friend. And my friend shoved the officer. And the officer swung on my friend. And then I remember hearing my friend start to run off the porch. And I remember cocking back my arm. I don't remember anything after that. And the police report says I hit 2 police officers in the neighborhood.
Okay, so let me go back from the beginning and make sure I got everything. You and some friends were hanging out on your porch. 2 police came because of a noise complaint and another complaint about another situation that didn't have anything to do with y'all. Your friend JJ, if I'm correct, got smart with the police officer.
Yes, ma'am.
And he hit the police officer first.
He shoved the police officer.
He shoved the police officer, and the police officer hit him. And then you kind of lose your cool.
Yes,
You hit 2 police officers and a neighbor. Is that correct?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you don't remember any of this that happened?
Like I said, I kind of remember cocking back, but that's about it.
Okay. So let me ask you, what triggered it? Because in the beginning it seemed like you were pretty calm, and then was it the police hitting your friend that
I'm not sure if it was as much as my friends and the police getting into an altercation. I think it was I started to panic when I started hearing people yell. I felt like the situation was just losing control, and I just kind of panicked and shut down.
Okay, so you don't like when people yell, altercations. Okay. When you were coming up, did you have domestic violence in your house, or is there any specific reason why you don't like yelling, why it makes you feel panicky?
When I was younger and I still lived with my parents, my mom and my dad, they would yell and fight a lot. And, I guess that probably contributed a little bit to it.
Okay, so it did have something to do with you being younger and having problems in the household. So basically, it's almost like you're not being able to not be in control, but
Handle a situation, I guess.
and
I guess if I just kind of can't handle a situation.
you can't handle situations, that's what it is. You can't handle the yelling and fussing that makes you nervous. Because I also do see in your your files that you had another altercation with polices. Is it a personal thing toward polices, or is it just that you really can't handle the yelling?
Both situations were actually moderately similar with the yelling incident. Actually, nothing against officers in general.
Okay. Just you just don't like the
Yelling just kind of,
it freaks you out.
I panic and I get scared and I just kind of stop thinking and think it's just gonna happen.
Okay. What makes you calm?
I listen to a lot of music, play a lot of video games. I really enjoy writing.
You enjoy writing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask you this: if you can go back and do these situations with, the situation that you had last time with the police, if you can go back and do it again, what would you do differently? Now that you actually calm and think about it, what would you do differently now than then?
First situation, I probably would have asked the police officer to speak more calmly. And in the second situation, I think I probably should have grabbed my friend and told him to just go back to the porch before he got close.
Okay. So, if you could do it again, you wouldn't do it the same way. You would think about everything that you have done. You would be more level-headed and actually. So, let's figure out some ways to make you. Let's figure out some ways to. How would I put this? Before you lose your cool, what are some ways that you can actually, like, let me see, before you lose your cool, what are some ways that you can keep yourself calm before before you snap and lose it?
My grandma used to tell me to take 3 deep breaths. And that used to help. Or just trying to walk away. Or if I can just, if the situation allows me to just have a second to regain my composure, I think I can handle myself fairly well, as opposed to being put into a situation where I need to act quickly because I tend to have a reaction, not an actual thought-out response.
Okay, so before you even get into it, like for instance, if a police come up to you and they're yelling at you and you feel yourself building up, what can you do? And then hopefully we don't have a next situation, but what would you do in the situation?
I would attempt to ask the police officer to speak more kindly, even if it would probably not be that great of a reaction.
And if they don't stop, you would maybe stop and just take some deep breaths and think about the consequences that might happen if you do get upset and get mad with the police officer. That might help also. Do you have any more things that might can help you?
Honestly, not sure.
Okay. Well, I see that they want you to come here for another 2 weeks. 2 days out the week for 2 weeks. So you have like roughly 4 more sessions with me. our next section, maybe we can come up with some more strategies that you can some more strategies that can help you keep your cool, you know, when situations get hard, because we don't want you walking around here losing your cool every time somebody yells at you. We want you to be able to control it, you know. So maybe you can like write down 10.
Sorry, that's my mom.
Okay. Maybe we can get you to write down like 10 or maybe less than 10 keep calm strategies, and then we'll go over it when you come back and see. You know, we'll go over it and see if it'll actually help you when you do. Okay. So it was nice talking to you, James.
You too.
Michelle. You know, you seem like a very cool-headed kid to me. So hopefully we can get to the bottom of this and